limited company or sole trader, to incorporate or not. Okay, this is me, Jill Millington, and I'm one of the directors at Biz in a Box, and I'm going to chat today about whether you should be a limited company or a sole trader. Okay, so like all decisions in life, there are pluses and minuses and no right answers. There's a myriad of issues that come up: commercial reality, tax mitigation, perception to customers, the suppliers, and of course the feel-good factor. Some individuals wish to trade under the guise of a limited company to give an indication that they are bigger than they actually are. Others do it to protect themselves against a customer going belly up, and some do it to control the amount of personal tax they pay. Others do it to offload income as well to their spouse. Always remember that if money is owed to the bank requires personal guarantees, so personal liability is still in place. So the only difference is that the taxman and other suppliers can be told to go and take a hike, but the bank won't. Okay then, so the general rules then. So if you can be in a position to control what money you're getting from the company, i.e. pay yourself a smallish salary and take the rest out of dividends and pay no tax there on it, that is of course unless you reach the high tax rate, but even so you can still avoid employers' national insurance contributions. Or if you actually have a supplier base and a customer base, that the company is seen as trading and not just as an individual offering his services. So look up IR35 on your favourite search engine for more on that one. Or if you have a wish to develop your business and then sell it in a few years' time, that is to avail yourself of the 10% tax rate on disposal. So again, a good idea. Or if your net profit is over 50,000 per annum and you're happy to live on less money and pay tax at 20% instead of 40%. So, or if you have a concentration of income on a customer who may go belly up and leave you with inability to meet your debts. Or if you wish to do something really dodgy and get caught, you can walk away from the revenue and customs, false invoicing and fraud aside of course. So there's no correct answer, and the bottom line is that you need to speak to your accountant in the same way as that you'd speak to your doctor. That is, openly and honestly, and they can advise you on whether to incorporate. A recent practical example where two people in the same industry, that's the electrical installation industry, where one client's customer's base was domestic, the other was commercial. So both of them were making the same level of profits, but one business owner had his mortgage paid off, the other was working to pay his mortgage. One business owner was mid-20s, the other was early 50s. One business had top 25 customers of 20k per annum each, the other had a turnover customers of £400 each. One was married, the other was divorced. One had children, the other had suspicions. One business owned their premises, the other had a 10-year lease without break clauses. One had attitude like Del Boy, the other was a saint. Okay, so that is just 7 differences in 2 identical businesses. So for the mathematically orientated out there, that's 2 to the power of 7 permutations, i.e. 128 different answers whether or not to incorporate. In this example, I've restricted the options to 7 to make a point. In real life, the number of possible differences is exponentially greater, and hence it is important for the accountant to know thy client, both in current terms and in aspirations. There is one downside. Tax laws are constantly changing. 4 years ago, it was possible for a person to earn 30,000 per annum and personally pay no tax and no national insurance personally, but for their company to pay around 3,500 to Her Majesty's Revenue, i.e. a tax rate of under 12%. But the Chancellor realised he was being a silly boy and changed the rules, which is a pity. The government really don't have a sense of humour. They'd be a lot more popular if they did. So, to end this then, speak to an accountant. They know what suits you best. Don't leave it to chance. Don't do what the man in the pub tells you. Get advice and get wise. And if you want to speak to us any more about this, well, there's our contact details. We're quite open to discuss anything with you, no problem. Okay, that's all for this one. Perhaps next time I'll have something more interesting for you.